para el video como les había comentado. Entonces, el único que aquí vamos a repasar es cómo decir cuando tienes algo. Se usa have or has. Y para primeras personas, que es I, you, we y they, se usa have. Para he, she, it, se usa has. Has a garage. ¿Ok? Entonces, obviamente, lo difícil no es entender esta regla cuando lo estás viendo, porque entenderlo es una cosa y recordarlo es otra cosa, ¿verdad? Como aquí entonces es they, como es primera persona, entonces sería they have. You, you have. Y en como esta es la persona, he has. Primera persona, we have. And third person, it has, right? So these are not hard to see. Lo difícil es when you have to see them in different examples, en otros ejemplos. Entonces, para decir una negativa that you don't have something, you just use do not for first person and does not for third person. And this one here, está aquí, this one, obviously that one, that one is non-contraction, and this one is contraction. I do not have a bathtub. I don't have a bathtub. Jim does not have a bathtub. Jim doesn't have a bathtub. Write each sentence in its other negative form. So aquí lo único que vamos a hacer es escribir the contrary, escribir lo contrario, the contrary of the way it's spelled. So right here, it would be Calais doesn't, does not have a dog. This one is not, the way it's written is not showing a contraction, so we write a contraction. So you don't have a microwave. So we write a different, the contrary kind of negative. So this one here again, this one is not contraction. This one is contraction, not contraction. I mean contraction, not contraction. So we write the opposite on that one, okay? Here, you can say we have a dog, and you can also say we have got a dog. Have got is mostly used in the UK, in Inglaterra. Have got. There's some people here in America that use it, but most of the people in UK use it. So they would say we have got a dog. In America, if you say we have a dog, si dices we have a dog, también está bien. If you say we have got a dog, también está bien, right? Y ya cuando you want to do the contractions, quieres hacer la contraction de I have, it's I've. This is the contraction, I've. And for the negative part is has not got a dog. He hasn't got a dog. This is the contraction, hasn't got a dog, right? Okay, in this one, vamos a poner escribir cada oración en sus otras dos formas. Write each sentence in its own other two forms. So right here, it says she has a computer, she has got a computer, she's got a computer. So here we're gonna use the other negative way of saying it, o la otra forma negativa de decirlo. So this is how you say it. They haven't got a couch, or they have not got a couch. That is the other way to say it. He has 3 sisters. Siguiendo aquí the way it's written on top, following this. He has got 3 sisters. For this one, we just do the contraction, right? He's got 3 sisters. On this one, you don't have a bike. You have not got a bike. On this one, we just do the contraction. We haven't got a bike. For this one, we have a microwave. We just follow this one here. Haven't. We have. We have got a microwave. Okay. The contraction, right? We've got a microwave. Got it? We just do the contraction on this one. Okay. That's all we do on that one. For this one, we are going to make it a question. This is how you ask someone if they have something. The statement here says, I have a TV. If you want to ask someone if they have a TV, you say, do you have a TV? Así es como se dice con pregunta. Do para primera persona, do for first person, and does for third person, right? She has a TV. For third person is, does she have a TV, right? On this one, you just have to put it in Spanish, right? Tostadora, microondas, washing machine, dishwasher. You just have to write it down. Se tiene que escribir. For this one, rewrite the sentences as questions. We're going to write them down as questions. Se van a escribir como oración, como preguntas las oraciones. The first one, she has an oven. It's a statement. Simplemente lo están declarando. To make it a question, because she is a third person, we say, does she have an oven? So for this one, they is first person. So we would say, do they have a toaster? For this one, first person, right? I'm sorry, first person. Yeah, first person. Do you have a new couch? Right? Ben, third person. Does Ben have a washing machine? So you just choose which one it is, first person or third person, and then you just pick does or she, right? For this one, you just have to listen to the audio. Listen and mark who owns which objects. Like this one, number 1, who owns these, Tim or Lucy? And here, don't forget to do the sentences. On this one, this is how you answer questions. So, if someone asks you, do you have a microwave? Si alguien te pregunta, ¿tienes un microondas? You say, yes, I do, para que sí. No, I don't. And it's just a repetition. This one of this one. This one, but just in a negative form, right? A contraction of do not here. Do not, I do not. And you can say in both ways. Here, they're just telling you to do it as a contraction. So here, we write down what we have up here. Do you have a kettle? Yes, I do have a kettle. This one right here. Do you have a fork? No, I don't. So it's no, I don't. Do you have a spoon? There's a spoon. Yes, I do. From here, right? Got it? Do you have a toaster? Then you just put yes, I do. On this one, you do the same thing. Does Noah have a dog? Yes, he does. But here you say he because he's the guy, right? Does he have a TV? So the answer is no. So it's no, he, and doesn't because that's a third person, right? Es tercera persona. He doesn't, right? No, he doesn't, and so on. He, you just go back and look, right? And questions for when they ask you, have you got? This is how you would answer. Same thing. You see how it starts with a have, comienza con have, termina con have. Aquí nada más le añadimos not, have not. Have you got a microwave? Yes, I have. Have you got a microwave? No, I haven't. For this one here, we have to rewrite each of the sentence using have or have got for first person or third person, like this one. Do is for you is for first person, right? So this one is third person. So the town is the third person. So we would say, has this town got a theater? As you can see, como puedes ver, have goes away and we put got, right? Got, and we put has to the beginning. Have, right? Does, third person, has this town got a theater? For this one is, does your house have an attic? So the way to say it is, has your house got an attic? Got it? So for this one is first person, do they have laptops? So it's do is first person, right? So it would be have they got laptops, right? Does this coffee shop have a bathroom? Has this coffee shop got a bathroom? Do first person, do you have a cell phone? Have you got a cell phone? And thus is for third person, right? So you just use, oops, I'm sorry, in this one. For this one, you just use has because, right? And you get rid of the have, okay? For this one, I think we have to listen to the audio. Has Milo got a washing machine? If you choose to listen to the audio. If not, you just have to fill it out. Has she got a toaster? Yes, she has. Yes, she has. Has the house got a dining room? Yes, it does. And we say it because the house is in it, right? It's an it. Have they got a new refrigerator? No, they haven't. Has it got a large kitchen? No, it hasn't. Got it? No, it hasn't. Has it? Hasn't. We just add the not. Has not. And this one is just vocabulary. So I just want you to practice how to make sure you know what this, how to pronounce these. So drinks, breakfast, desayuno. So that's all you have to do on this one and fill it out, right? The same thing with the other practice sheets. Okay, for this one, this is how we count things. Así es como se cuenta. When you only have one thing, you would say an. There's an egg. When you have something that you can count, you would say the number. So because you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, you would specify how many eggs you have. There are 4 eggs. You would say that. But for this one, use some when there are more countable things that you can easily count. When you can't count it anymore, cuando ya no se puede contar, you say some. There are some eggs. Es cuando ya usas some. That's when you use some. And when it's uncountable, cuando no se puede contar, you also use some. Pero la diferencia, the difference is that you use is. Is some for uncountable items. There is some rice. No es there are some rice. No, there is some rice. Got it? There is a sandwich, an apple, 4 bananas, 2 burgers, some milk, some water, some spaghetti, some sugar. So for this one, you just have to pick the correct one. Jake has an apple. There is a coffee. Nope, there is some coffee. Sorry. Porque está el café dentro, right? There is some coffee. Rina eats some spaghetti porque no se puede contar, right? There are some eggs. You cannot say 2 porque no se pueden contar. I've got some bananas porque es más de una. And when you are counting, se usa, como dijimos, are for some, is for some para porciones que no se pueden contar y are para porciones de que sí se pueden contar. Y ya cuando preguntas si hay algo, you always use any. See that? Para decir que no hay algo, para preguntar si hay algo y también para decir que no hay algo. Como aquí, there aren't any eggs. No hay huevos. Are there any eggs? ¿Hay huevos? There isn't any rice. No hay arroz. Is there any rice? ¿Hay arroz? So any se usa para todos esos. So for this one, fill in the gaps with the statements and questions. So se hace la pregunta y después se responden aquí. Is there any milk? So, ¿cómo se ponen statements? There is some milk. Ya se le quita el any, you take it away. Pero para negativo, there isn't any milk. Y se usa is porque la leche es incontable, al menos de que se pongan en un galón. So there is some chocolate. We make it into a question. So don't forget any se usa. So is there any chocolate? There is some chocolate, so we don't use any. For this one, we do, right? There isn't any milk. So siempre se usa any para cuando es pregunta, right? Si esa ya la pueden hacer ustedes. For this one is just an answer. Answer the questions by filling the gaps, speaking out loud. Is there any cheese? No, there isn't. Is there any milk? Yes, there is. Si ven, I'm just repeating this one. There is, there is. There is there isn't. Como dice no, we just put not, right? Are there any burgers? No, there aren't. Porque ya es plural, right? There aren't. Is there any spaghetti? No, there isn't, right? For this one, this is how you put things that are uncountable into containers. Y aquí ya sí se cuentan. Cosas que no se pueden contar que se ponen en contenedores. So, box, caja, bottle, I don't remember cómo se dice esa. Envase, creo. Bag, bolsa, chocolate bar, so barra de chocolate, and so on, right? Entonces, si miran aquí, some sugar, si lo pones en una bolsa, ahora sí se cuenta como cosas. So, some sugar, a bag of sugar. Ahora sí se cuenta una bolsa de azúcar. Some water, aquí es incontable. Ya cuando lo pones en botes, ahora sí lo cuentas. 3 bottles of water. Some cereal, ahora sí dices a bowl of cereal. A bowl, porque estás hablando del plato. Ahora sí se cuentan como pues contables. Aquí no son contables, aquí sí son contables. Y aquí nada más llenamos, fill in the gaps and complete the sentences. There is a jar of coffee. There is a bag of. No se olviden de la palabra of, que es un auxiliar. There is some coffee, right? There is some coffee. Oh, I'm sorry. No. There is a cup of coffee porque ya está separado, right? There is a carton, right? Carton. There is a carton of juice. Y ya ustedes hacen las demás. Same thing, same principle. Fácil. Ahora, how do you ask questions para saber si hay un producto contable? Cuando es algo que se cuenta, you use many. Cuando es algo incontable, es much. So, eggs se pueden contar, right? Entonces, para preguntar sería, how many eggs are there? If it's rice, como no se puede contar, entonces es, how much rice is there? Many para cosas contables, much para cosas incontables. Further examples of questions about quantities. Cupcakes se pueden contar. You can count them. How many cupcakes are there? How many apples are there? How much pasta is there? How much chocolate is there, ¿verdad? Pasta no se puede contar. Chocolate no se puede contar, al menos que lo pongas en una barra. Unless you put it in a bar or in a cup. Fill in the gaps using how much and how many. So you use this how many or how much depending if it's a countable or a non-countable item. So how much pizza is there? Glasses of juice. So ya se te puede contar, right? Porque están en glasses. So es how many glasses of juice are there? Water no se puede contar. So se dice how much water is there? Potatoes sí se pueden contar. So es how many potatoes are there? Barras de chocolate ahora sí se pueden contar, right? So es how many bars? Ahora sí se pueden contar. How many bars, right? Y ya, so on. Ustedes lo llenan. Aquí se tiene que escuchar el audio so you can determine which one. How much flour do they need? 1 bag, 2 bags, 3 bags. Ya, eliges usando el audio. Por último, ¿cómo se dice cuando estás preguntando si tienes suficientes cantidades? Se usa enough or too many. Suficientes o demasiados. Suficientes, demasiados. Cuando estás preguntando si tienes suficiente de algo. When you have enough of something. We need 4 eggs. Do we have enough? Necesitamos 4 huevos. Tenemos suficientes. And this one we just have 2, right? So We don't have enough. We have 2 eggs. Ven, that's not enough. No es suficiente. We have 4 eggs. Aquí, we have 4 eggs. That's enough. Son suficientes. We have 5 eggs. 5 right here. They're only asking for 4. So we have too many, demasiados. Otros ejemplos aquí, some further examples. There are enough eggs. You have enough eggs. No, there aren't. There aren't enough eggs. You don't have enough eggs. There are too many eggs. You have too many eggs. Got it? For this one, we read the recipe and then we just select that if we have it here. So this is the recipe and this is how many we have. For example, mangoes. How many mangoes do we need? We need 1 mango and we have 2. So there are too many mangoes because we only need 1 and we have 2, right? So for number 1 is there aren't enough or enough or aren't or there are. So how many oranges do we need? We need 4 oranges. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are enough oranges. Si hay suficientes. Ahora para pineapples. How many pineapples we got? We got 1. How many we need? We need 1. Necesitamos una. So es you have enough pineapples. Yeah, you guys do the next 2. You just look at the recipe and see if you have enough here, right? Same thing here. When you don't have enough of something, cuando no tienes suficiente, the chef here is saying, we need 8 ounces of flour. Necesitamos 8 onzas de harina. Do we have enough? For this one, we only have 4 ounces, so it's not enough. For this one, 8 ounces, so we have enough flour because he wants 8. Cuando tenemos demasiado, we use much. Remember, no se puede contar, so we have too much. Aquí están otros ejemplos. There is enough flour. They have enough flour. There isn't enough flour. They don't have enough flour. There is too much flour. They have too much flour. Got it? And for this one, you're gonna have to listen to the audio. Listen and match the pictures on the mount to the mounts. So for number 1, you're gonna have to listen to the audio. Y el audio te va a decir which one it is. Okay. For this one, simplemente ponemos la correcta. We cross out la que está correcta. Entonces, para esto, ejemplo es apples. So, estamos hablando de cantidades que se cuentan. So, it's too many, too much. No se puede ser too much porque esas se pueden contar. Sugar, right? There is too much sugar. No se usa many porque no se puede contar sugar, right? Enough butter. They don't have enough butter. Got it? She has too much mangoes. Too much. I'm sorry, too many porque sí se pueden contar, right? John has too many eggs, right? Porque sí se pueden contar. There isn't enough oranges porque es enough, aunque es plural. Oh, I'm sorry, no. There aren't enough oranges. So there aren't porque estamos hablando de oranges y sí se pueden contar. Flour. There is too much flour. Se usa también much porque no se puede contar and it's not separated. Too much sugar in the cake. There is too much sugar in the cake. So, como no se puede contar el azúcar, we use is, como habíamos dicho. Espero que les ayude y ahí me dicen si tienen alguna pregunta.